Good morning and welcome in, everybody. It's 7:57 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Wednesday, May 7th, 2025. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. So a cool thing that'll happen today is we'll do this one last time on the screen like this. And then today, at some point, I'm getting a 32-inch touchscreen. It's like a TV / desktop. It runs off the Android like my tablets. But it'll be on like a rolling device. Like it'll have wheels and it'll have a stand. But it'll be fully touchscreen. So I won't have to mirror it with the screen like this. I'll be able to actually hit the screen and we'll be able to do this in real time, which I think will be really innovative. I think it'll be really cool. If you are watching right now, please make sure to hit that like button so YouTube does recommend this channel, this content, this particular update, and helps push us through the algorithm. It's very difficult to get pushed through the algorithm, but with all of your help, it can be done. We went over 36,000 subscribers this morning, so thank you to all of the 36,000 subscribers. A special shout out to the Tom's Army members, as I was able to use the revenue from the members who support the channel, from the advertising and things to expand the program. I'm trying to innovate and put into better technology, and this is 4 years. I've been doing this since March 24th of 2021. We've been here every single day, but I've picked up on a few things that I think can improve the show. So after the touchscreen comes in today, I'll set it up, and by tomorrow morning, assuming everything goes good, tomorrow morning's update should be on a touchscreen. So I think it's going to be pretty cool. I think it'll be innovative. So what we see this morning is Bitcoin right now is at 97K. Up about 192 points. Nothing major has happened as of yet. Bitcoin's in this, let's go up to Bitcoin real quick. Still trying to break out. It's bounced off of this 93,136 area. Everything seems good. It bounced off this 93,136 area. Have an engulfing candle in the daily. Now we need to break past 99,631. We could get some fireworks here. As they're talking about rate cuts, there's the crypto bill supposedly that could be passed on Thursday, yada, 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 so on and so forth. But a lot of it, well, we'll see how it plays out. But Bitcoin, the technical target hasn't been filled yet off of this breakout, or this descending consolidation, like descending triangle, I guess you could call it. But the target, first target is up here. Well, the technical target from here to here would have been 99,631. So we're still waiting for that to materialize in most ways. Hasn't materialized just yet, but we do have this inverse head and shoulders set up, and it looks like it could start to push out. With XRP, we have a chance. Which chart do I want? I think this one. But we definitely have a chance here to get out of this range. Like, out of all days, today I feel a little bit better than yesterday, but we're still in the daily. We've got a reversal, but we've got to make some noise. Like, now we're going to have to start pushing back up near this 220, actually, for being honest. Yeah, okay. So if it does this, the daily starts to play out. Maybe 221 by tomorrow, or where would that put us? Ooh. Okay, so going into the weekend. So that's what I'm saying. We got to get past here before the weekend and start pushing this 240. Because if we don't, let's see, we could probably give us some grace, 237. But if we don't start doing that kind of stuff, we're going to end up falling back down. And we're going to end up reversing this back to this area. We already came down here once, but if we start teasing that too much, that can open up a farther drop, as you can see. But if we start teasing this kind of momentum, we're going to start coming back down to that distribution box. And once we start doing that, that's where it gets a little dicey. Like right now, in the daily, I mean, this is where if it pulled out, but you could even look at it something like this. It's coming back down to retest the box maybe. But ideally, we would like to see it stay inside of distribution. Right now, it's kind of in between. The problem is, too, is we've got, whoops, what did I just do? What the hell just happened here? Let's see. I gotta remember where that, it was something like that. No, it was a little bit higher. I'll have to go back and look at that. But I think that's pretty close. Yeah, that's pretty damn close, honestly. So, we'll see if it comes back. We're stuck between the two zones, and we'll see if it comes back through distribution. It was nice we came through part of the way. And then it's just a matter of wave 4. Like, how long is this going to last? You know, does it last shorter? Does it last longer? Kind of feel like this should be up a little bit higher. I'll have to go back into the... I can live with that. But that's what we're looking at right now. We're kind of caught in between. And in the short term, XRP's got to push up. If we want to see some upward volatility here, XRP's got to break out of here. And it's going to have to do it in a pretty substantial way in a shorter time. Let's go into the 2-hourly real quick. Just so we can get like a shorter look at this pattern. So, I mean, we do have a small bull flag that is formed here. We can see it right here. We need this to break to the positive. Like it could. The only thing is we've got to invalidate this death cross. We are riding on the 20-day at least for now. And then if this does play out, this could bring us, like we said, up to that 220 area. It's just we have to get rid of this death cross. 2-hourly still hasn't fixed it. 3-hourly death cross on the 20-day right now. So this is going to be a big indicator right now. And then the 4-hourly, we got the rejection yesterday. Came up a little bit after the initial rejection. Now we're back down reversing, and that's a clear death cross here. 20 came through the 200. Now the 50 and the 100 have come through. That's confirming the short-term pattern flip back down. Now we need to reverse this. We need to get back up. And if we want to save face here, we're gonna have to get up here, and we're gonna have to get up to like that 221 area and try to break this. That's not me just saying it. That's actually what needs to happen here. So if there's anything you're watching right now, we've got to get past that area. I'll wrap this up. I got to get my son to school at 8:28 roughly. We got to leave in about 15 minutes. But I'd like to upload this. Last words here is if I bring it in to the XRP market cap, I think you'll be able to identify it a little bit as well in this chart. But we're below that pivot point. I know everybody's followed us for a long time. I mean, if you're here right now, I'm assuming you've been following. Maybe you're new. But if we look at it from this perspective, we still continue to sit below that 129.9 billion or 29 billion. That's a pivot point on the XRP price market, or the total crypto market cap, or total market cap of XRP. And we've got to be above that to start that upward volatility. If we stay below, we still have this outside chance of having to come all the way back down here. And then when you find yourself down here, you're talking about retesting that 100 billion level in a sense. Now, we could come right here and retest the 200-day and the daily at 115 billion. That is definitely a possibility. But if we want to avoid a further correction, we've got to get back above 129 billion. There's no other way of putting it. The Bitcoin dominance right now is out of control. It's out of control. It's engulfing, again. And our fear here, let me put it in the weekly and then I'll switch it, was that we were in a bearish pennant. But even if bearish, we were going to break out and tap this 72 percentile area. And to me, it looks like it's absolutely trying to make a push to this area. Let me make this a little bit easier to see so you can see the weekly engulfing candle. I mean, that's a weekly engulfing candle, the highest order. It's very bullish. Daily, let's wait for this to reset. Daily engulfing candle, super bullish for Bitcoin dominance. And then if you just look at it in the smaller time frames, I mean, it's getting ready to break out on Bitcoin dominance in the 4-hourly as well. I mean, these are all very super bullish candles. So if that's going to go up to 71%, that means another, or 72%, that means 7% more out of Bitcoin, or out of crypto funds are going into Bitcoin. So we're really going to have to watch all of this. Gold and silver's corrected, which needed to happen after yesterday. It was so high up that it needed to have some kind of correction. Gold's down $50 an ounce right now. Barrett Gold's down about 1.5% in pre-market. B2 Gold's down 1.5% in pre-market. Silver is down about 0.8%, 0.7%, down 26 cents. Pan America Silver's down 1.7% in pre-market. First Majestic's down 2.03% in pre-market. And Fortuna Silver Mines is down 0.96% pre-market. But we had nice days yesterday in commodities, so we'll see how it reacts. Last but not least, if you're watching my content, make sure you pay attention to Bitunix. They have the lowest spot and leverage trading fees, no KYC or VPN in the USA or worldwide. They never got rid of XRP, no matter the lawsuit starting in 2020 or not. I wish I would have known about them. I lost a lot of money trading on other exchanges, especially when I bought and sold. Even when I made a lot of money, I had to pay a lot in fees, and I wish I would have been wiser, but, you know, it comes with experience. So 4 years later, I bring you the experience, but it's up to you to turn it into action. 36,000 subscribers, which is amazing. Thank you all for that. If you want to join the Telegram, it's down here. I would encourage it. If you can't find my content on YouTube, or if it doesn't get pushed, even if you have the bell notification turned to all, even if you don't want to talk to us in the Telegram, you can do that, and there's a side channel for just the content links for when I put my content out, so you don't have to worry about being told. And there's other options here: Cash App, Venmo, PayPal if you want to send donations. You can join Tom's Army if you would like to pay it forward. Help support my channel. I don't have any kind of pay for anything. There's no paywalls, so everything is free and transparent. But besides that, have a blessed day. I gotta go. I gotta get this stuff set up. I want to get my son off ready to school with Julie, and we'll update for the afternoon short. Have a blessed day, everybody.